creating STEM advocates and future engineers. We are Raditech, representing class of 2024 from Stephen F. Austin High School, Sugar Land, Texas. My name is Ariana Castanon. I am in the 11th grade, and my team role is commander and electrical engineer.
My name is Dahryl Williams. I'm in the 11th grade, and my team role is graphic designer, researcher, and documenter.
My name is Reva Jogdand. I'm in the 11th grade, and my team role is 3D modeler and mechanical engineer.
We will be presenting our stock class ROV Torpedo.
Here, my teammate Dahryl will explain our mission statement for this project.
Biodiversity is the variety of life on Earth at all its levels, from genes to ecosystems, and can encompass the evolutionary, ecological, and cultural processes that sustain life. It not only considers endangered species, but every living thing, such as microbes, fungi, and invertebrates. Specifically, marine biodiversity allows organisms to be resilient, productive, and adaptable. It is important so that the natural processes can continue, such as storing carbon and filtering water.
Common citizens in the world today do not understand the detrimental effects of pollution on the ocean life, and we're not advocating for further exploration as much as we should. Space exploration has millions watching every launch, including high-resolution images and live videos, but organizations like the NOAA don't get much public support or funding. This lack of funding ultimately leads to the overuse of some oceanic resources, while others remain untouched. These benefits in medicine, marine ecosystems, and fishing can be discovered through greater support, innovation, and public support. Young engineers like us need to contribute to the creativity and design ideas for the future of underwater technology.
That is where Raditech comes in. We plan on combining drones to underwater ROVs, creating an ecosystem through maintained facilities that would preserve endangered species, allowing them an environment that they could thrive. Furthermore, we wanted to provide data sets on the effects of radiation on marine life by adding a gauger sensor that constantly reads the exposure levels of radiation. This will come in handy in areas like the coast of Fukushima, which is off of Japan, who is dumping radiation into the Pacific Ocean.
We mostly got inspiration from these newly discovered ecosystems and ice caps. We see how important it is to protect and preserve these habitats. These ecosystems were found in ice caps. A specific example is the Larsen ice shelf. The shelf was connected to land, creating a subsurface river. It was then dug through with a machine that created a column a few meters deep. That is where scientists discovered a shrimp-like organism underneath where the ice cap was. They also discovered that where they dug the column, there were also 4 to 5 layers of river on either side of the column. With this idea, we want to replicate the column structure to preserve other endangered species, such as the shrimp-like species that were also being hidden. With this hidden structure that we want to create, we hope that it preserves these species and their habitats.
Would ensure that the ecosystem remains untouched by humans, since the leading cause to the endangerment of biodiversity is human intervention. By having an ecosystem lower down, we mitigate the amount of radiation exposure, which could be used to compare to areas that are constantly exposed to radiation, creating datasets and leading research on radiation harm on our environment. Replicating structures like the Nemo greenhouse and the Coral Museum, the ROV could lower these structures instead of utilizing cranes or buoyant devices to drop them down. The ROV would travel underwater and fly into areas with air bubbles to collect the plants that grow. In addition, we'll collect endangered coral reefs such as Brent coral to help grow the population, while preserving species such as butterfly fish. Also, the ROV would help back off predators such as crown of thorns starfish to prevent excessive amount of feeding. With this idea, we would save population of fish and coral through the help of underwater ecosystem structures and specifically our underwater ROV.
By extension, we thought that since it is detecting radiation and its effects towards the environment, in case of nuclear warfare, this technology could be reused to build underwater colonies for humans in case of relocation from the fallout of a nuclear war. It would fly up towards land to detect when it is safe to return and gather supplies that are otherwise inaccessible for humans during this situation.
The idea of building underwater colonies is still very foreign and out of reach in most people's perspective. This, however, is not true because with the technology we have today, it is possible to create building-sized capsules within 1,000 feet of the ocean surface to be able to withstand the immense pressure and compressed air in that environment. In fact, there are already currently underwater resorts that allow you to stay in a glass case infrastructure in shallow water. The pressure here is not too immense, but building deeper is feasible. Building an underwater colony would require big funding programs as well as advanced ROV technology.
So it may seem out of reach now, but the possibility of creating an underwater ROV and drone is endless and would prove useful to many industries and possibly the future of humanity. As humans, we learn to continuously adapt to our environment, but as such, we need to also fight for the land we live on. Thus, it is crucial to start investing in ideas such as these, so we can think of our future and preserve the biodiversity of our land.